Hello and welcome back to my channel. I received a Jackson's delivery today. I didn't know that I was going to come back this quickly. I just filmed yesterday, which was our Thanksgiving, and today I got the second day. Many of us get Thanksgiving Day and then the Friday after, which here is called Black Friday. I don't typically shop on Black Friday, too crazy. I just don't go there. But anyway, I'm so happy that I received my order, and I'm going to unbox with you and maybe try out some of my materials. I think I got some cool inks I hadn't gotten before. Kind of still delving into my exploration of mixed media, which isn't pretty new for me. And we'll see what I have. Another thing is, let's see, yesterday I filmed this Payne's Gray comparison, and I forgot to do the water test on the Schmincke Payne's Gray Bluish. I mean, technically it's not just a pure Payne's Gray the way the other ones are, but I'm going to go ahead and do that now because I really would like to see how it performs in water. And if you are a regular viewer and you saw yesterday's video and noticed my faux pas, I'm here to rectify that. So here is the Schmincke Horadam Payne's Gray Bluish, and I'm going to put it in here to test it out. If I have time, I really do want to do some monotone, like doing a comparison with doing some trees. I think I might do that with the different Payne's Gray. I think that would be fun. Thought of that today. I was like, oh, that'd be fun to do. So this is a Payne's Gray I like more than the other one. Their more traditional one is quite dark, has a lot of kind of almost a Van Dyke brown look to it. That is very nice. I'll show you what the other Schmincke color was. This one right here. This is their regular Payne's Gray, their traditional Payne's Gray. And this was the water test. I really did overshoot that one. And then this color, the Roman Schmal, bled into it. So you'd have to kind of look at it this way. But I do like the way this spreads in the water more than this one. And I do like the tone of the bluish one more. So I'm not surprised that tends to be more popular and more easily found. Oh, it's really nice. Yeah. It's doing a lot of nice stuff. And that is PBK6 and PB15:6. Yeah, this one was my favorite, the M gram, yesterday. And it still is. So I'll show you. Here we go. All right, well, that was yesterday's video, and I'm going to get on with today's, which is an unboxing. And see what I got. All right, some scissors here. I know I ordered inks, some really cool inks, and I do have some nice ink pens, and I have a Lamy pen coming in. I wanted to try that, and some Lamy ink that I ordered from a different place. But okay, all the little fuzzies. Pull these things out. They're also nicely bubble wrapped. Did I take anything else? I don't want these styrofoam noodles to go flying everywhere, but I don't want to miss anything. either. Okay, well, I'll put this to the side. All right. And I actually want to look at my packing slip because it doesn't, I thought I ordered more than just inks. The next page. Well, nope, looks like just inks in this package. And it's a brand I've never tried before, but I couldn't resist giving them a shot. They look so cool online. Okay, this is nice. This is a, okay, I grab my glasses. I will be right. All right, this is Sketch Ink by Rohr and Klinger. Leipzig. I think this is made in Germany. And it is for fountain pens, rollerball pens, and brushes, and it's waterproof. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so this is an Emma color. I'm gonna swatch these. I'm excited. You know, I forget, I think a lot of people will introduce themselves, and I never do. My name is Daphne Berry, and I'm an artist here in San Francisco. And I think my name is somewhere on my channel, but I usually forget to introduce myself. I just kind of rush into things. So this is, again, a Rohr and Klinger. I love these bottles. My God, and the artwork is so cool. So cool. Look at that. Emma. This one, oh my gosh. This is awesome. It's a woman in drag or something. And her name is Frida. And this, we'll check this one out. This is waterproof as well. And this one is called Lily. And another waterproof ink. Oh, wow. These are special. They don't have these in the United States. They do not carry this one anywhere that I know of in the U.S. If you know of an art dealer that has these in the U.S., let me know. But I'm taking my chances. Okay, so I finally have broken down and ordered my favorite, one of my favorite watercolor lines, which was Deep Deep Light, since the tariffs took effect. And the doorbell rang today, and there was a UPS man with my package in his hand, and as I was ready to go take it from his hand, he said, "You have to pay us $35. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess they didn't charge the tariffs up front the way Jackson's does, kind of mixes it in, I think, into their prices and their shipping. At least that's what I'm hoping. That's what they say on their website. And I haven't had that experience before. But they wouldn't take cash, and I happen to have some cash. They wouldn't take a credit card. So he goes, we'll take a check. And I'm like, a check? I'm like, who uses checks anymore? I mean, I haven't written a check in a very long time. And I used to have checks, and if I have them, I have no idea where they are anymore. But anyway, because I use now a lot, you know, my iPhone, Apple Pay, your debit card, credit cards, that kind of thing. Very seldom do I have cash on me, and I definitely don't carry checks around. So I actually went, they said, well, you can go online and you can pay, and that he would come back tomorrow with my package. I sure hope he comes back tomorrow with my package, because I'm nervous. I mean, I did go online to the UPS site, and the charge was less than $35 because I was doing it, what they say, a prepay of the customs. And so they didn't tack on that extra, some almost like $9 or $10 for taking payment at the door. I have no idea what it was, but UPS, they want their money. And so just so you know, I'm going to tell all of you that thought tariffs were a good idea, 100% no. You know who's paying the tariffs? It isn't the companies that are sending us the products. It's us, the consumer, the U.S. consumer. We are paying the tariffs. If we want to order anything that's being shipped from another country, we are paying the tariff. Already, our prices are high. Our taxes have gone up. Taxes for billionaires has gone down, definitely. For people with who don't need tax breaks, really get the tax breaks. They've passed two very huge ones under Trump, the first administration, and now they did it again on this one. I'm going to tell you what. Listen, these Republicans are not your friends. If you're a regular, average citizen in the United States, they're gouging us. They are gouging us at all the stuff is at our expense. So yes, we are paying. And then Trump said he wanted to give all of the U.S. citizens who make under $100,000 a year $2,000 because we're making so much on these tariffs. Yeah, that's really dumb. I mean, it's just stupid. First of all, in San Francisco, $100,000 is not high income. Let me just tell you, it's it's average. But that's the market I'm in. But anyway, I'm digress. These are Daler-Rowney inks, and I'm all hot and bothered now about these tariffs. I just hope they overthrow them. I'd love them to overthrow this administration. I mean, the tariffs are the least of our problems. I mean, they're picking people up off the streets, even U.S. citizens, and deporting them to God knows where. It's really kind of a, excuse my language, a shit show over here. And we can only hope that we can rectify things sooner versus later. It hasn't even been a full year, and it feels like it's been 10 years. So, anyway, here we are in the United States. This is Antelope Brown. This was a color recommended by the woman who does the folk art channel. I really love her channel. I'm also a member of her Patreon. I find her funny. I think her videos are really informative. She's great. So anyway, and then also I got a Payne's Gray. Oh, I should do that. I should swatch a Payne's Gray in ink so we can see that. Let me do that on the back. It's dark. I don't know. Can you add water to ink? Yeah, I think so. Dilute it a little. And I think these are acrylic inks. This Daler-Rowney is an acrylic ink. And I don't know if it's waterproof. Acrylic ink, acrylic pigment based ink, water resistant, so it's not waterproof. So I could probably do something like this and then drop some pigment in and see what happens. Ooh! Oh, now that's fun. And drop some water on top. Well, it's very strong. I like it. Okay, come on. I think I still really like watercolor, but it's always fun to use different things and try them out. Okay, I'll put this to the side to dry. All right, so this is the Daler-Rowney Payne's Gray, Daler-Rowney Antelope Brown, the Rohr and Klinger Leipzig Company. I have Frida, Lily, and Emma. Okay, let's try in this sketchbook. This paper is nice, but it's not very thick, so I'm gonna test it out. It might be a little too thin for what I'm gonna do today, but we'll try it. The good thing about this sketchbook is it's got 80 pages and the paper feels wonderful. It's really a nice texture. It has some texture, but it's very smooth. All right, let's flip this around here and try the Frida. Oh, I hear car doors. I sure hope people aren't coming home right now, because that'll ruin my filling. Frida. And this is, let me spell it out. So Rohr and Klinger. It's R-O-H-R-E-R. And Klinger. I don't know if you need this part. Leipzig Company. And that's Frida. Okay, well, to get these brushes clean, it might take a little more than what I'm used to with the inks. With watercolor, it just comes right off, and I don't want to. Okay, I'm going to use a different brush. Ooh, my goodness. That's beautiful blue. We had an earthquake earlier today. And what's really funny is I went to the bookstore earlier today, and as I was driving, I was looking up at the clouds. Like the air had a very still kind of weird, kind of eerie. There was a part that kind of looked overcast up in the sky. It wasn't low hanging fog. And there was a quality to the air that I thought, this is earthquake weather. I kid you not. That's what I said to myself. I don't have any witnesses, just my own brain. But I'm not going to tell you the story if it wasn't true. And a little later this evening, I was hanging around on the couch, and I heard a deep rumbling and a big shake. And lo and behold, we had an earthquake. That one, it was kind of like, it sounded like a very, very heavy, like, construction truck running in front of the house and shaking the whole house. But yep, so we had a little bit of an earthquake today, and I kind of predicted it. Yep. So I used to predict earthquakes as a child, to be honest with you. I would, within minutes. It was very uncanny. Okay, and now this one is Lily, same company. And let's see what color Lily is. I have no idea. I don't remember what I ordered. Okay, so it's kind of brown, but I don't know why. I think, is it brown, really? What's the undertone here? Oh yes, it is a brown. like a greenish brown, an umber brown. It's like an umber. It's beautiful. Wow. And there's a lot of dimension in these inks. Very, very cool. Okay, next one is Emma. Emma has the green, like some kind of a green coat. I don't know, the styling and of these ink bottles are really nice. And I think this one is a green. Yep, beautiful olive green. My goodness. Oof, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm gonna have fun playing around with these to figure out what to do with them. Because mostly with inks, I've just used them to like write with in my journals. I have never really used them to paint with. But, and if these are waterproof, they can be a good base. And then you can draw on top of them. All right, let me do some water testing here. Let me do the water test for the Emma. Woof. And cut these back. I don't want them to spill. And then I'm going to do a water test for Frida. Can you see that? I hope I'm in the camera shot. Yep. Wow. That's so pretty. Wow, that's just stunning. Stunning! And here we have the lily. Wow. Okay. I should have thought this out better because I need to swatch the Daler-Rowney Acrylic Inks, and this paper is wet and it'll run everywhere. So let me see if I can find it. An equivalent paper. This paper is very nice to do this exercise with. So let me see. Okay. This is a nice paper too. This is actually nicer paper. It's thicker and more pricey, but not too bad. I think I can do it on the back side. Yep, that's what I'll do. And then this one is Payne's Gray. I just did that. Daler-Rowney. All the best. I think so many good things made in Europe. Okay, Daler-Rowney. And then the next one down here will be, and this is FW Acrylic Ink. And this is the Antelope Brown. Daler-Rowney Acrylic Ink. Okay. So these have droppers. I don't want to use the dropper. I'm going to use a brush. Okay. You can get very dark brown and you can get very light. It's a lovely brown. Lovely. And I'm going to go ahead and lay down the Payne's Gray. So these from, the ones from Germany, the Rohr and Klinger, they're waterproof. These are water resistant. So, yeah. These could run if you use a lot of water on top of them. But anyway, let's lay down some water here and do our little water test. So these behave a little differently than the other inks, but really nice. So cool. Oh my gosh. For abstract work, wow, this would be fun. Okay. Yeah, these are going to be fun to use. And now this one. Now that one ran. I love this. This is so fun to play with. I want to play some more. It seems so soon to end this. I have some other inks. I wonder if I could check out what these Noodler inks would do. I use the Noodlers mostly for sketching with my dip pen. But, okay. Put this to the side to dry. Here's another sheet of this. Okay, this is a Noodler Lexington Gray. That's a beautiful gray. I think I should do a challenge where I just use mostly just inks. So that's Lexington gray. Oh wait, let me do a water test. And I've used Noodler. I've already made a mess of the cover. Noodlers Ink, Lexington gray. I'll write that down. Where's my dip pen? Where's my dip? There's my dip pen. So let's So it's almost a black, but not quite. So it's nice if you're if you're doing something in a monotone and you're using black ink and you want just something a little bit lighter, but not quite as dark as black, this is a good ink for that. Let's go on to, I guess I could have done that with the other ones, but anyway, they're drying over there. This is the Noodler ink, and what color is this one? Okay, this is number 41 brown. Ooh, that's a beautiful reddish brown. I think it's almost like a Caput Mortuum, maybe, or russet. It's a gorgeous reddish brown, really nice. Let's do a little dippy here, and I'll just write it. This pen, it has a very, what's this called? The nib is very fine. It's not great for what I'm writing here. Noodlers ink. And this is number 41. Brown. I'm going to take the brown off of that one because I'm going to do the next. should try the, so this is water resistant. Let's see what happens if I put water on there. So it does resist it once you write on it. It's not bad, it didn't smear too badly. Okay. And then this one is Noodlers Ink. Let's see what color this one is. Southwest Sunset. Okay. Ooh, that's a beautiful orange. All right, let's try here. This is very watery on the top. Oh gosh. Should I shake it? Am I supposed to shake these up? I don't think so, but let's try it. Okay. This is Noodlers Ink. Let me do some hashes and see how it handles. I put water on it. Okay. Now the water test. Oh, so there's yellow undertones. Yeah, so it is a sunset. So if you mixed it with a lot of water, it would make a beautiful sunset color. And then there's reddish to it too. It's really pretty. Okay. Noodlers Ink. Made in the USA. pH neutral. Okay. At least we make some things here in the US. All right. I think I do have other inks, but I'm not going to test them. These are the ones that I had handy. And they're actually really nice. I am excited to play with these. So, look at, these are wet. I'm going to clean this nib out better. Super nice. What else did I do over here? Oh, I did do the Schminke, and I really like it. It's the bluish, the Payne's Gray bluish. It's very pretty. Again, still my favorite is this M. Graham. I'm not going to stop raving about it. I'm going to have to try some other M. Graham paints. I know I have some in my watercolor tubs, but I don't have a lot of their colors. So I do have some of their gouache. Their gouache is very good. And again, they're made just in Oregon, so that's nice. I can find them in most art stores locally, and that's helpful. Anyway, so that was my art haul of the day, and it was inks with a few extra bonus trials from some inks I already had. And let's see. Yep, I think that is it for tonight. I really appreciate you watching my channel. If you'd be so kind as to subscribe or give it a like or drop a comment, it really does help the algorithm and then helps my content get viewed. So thank you so much again. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.